Welcome to Calvary Kids Network. I am Jennifer Sent and my co-host, Lacey Doyley. We have traffic and weather together every hour. Here's Lacey with the weather.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning into Calvary Kids Network. The weather is not much different than the last week, and to be honest, I haven't even looked at the radars in days. I'm still stunned about our news segments from last week. Jennifer, do you have a traffic report?
The traffic on the streets is busy, but the traffic on the internet seems to be stable and working well. But we must go to our top story. As you stated, we are following the breaking newsroom from our last report on the arrest of Jesus.
I'm still so surprised because Jesus literally did nothing wrong.
I understand. That is why we still have Kayla Camp on the scene. She has been following the legal proceedings, and we have received word that the trial has come to a close. Let's go live on the scene with Kayla. Kayla, can you hear us? Tell us what you were seeing during the trial.
Welcome to our breaking news segment. I do have updates about the trial of Jesus. After he was arrested, they led Jesus away to the high priest, and all the chief priests and the elders and the scribes came together. Now, all of these men kept trying to get someone to accuse Jesus of a crime so they could put him to death, but they were not finding anyone. Many people were making up stories about Jesus, but their stories did not match, so it was clear they were lying. But Jesus did not defend himself. Even though the stories were not true, the high priest stood up and questioned Jesus, saying, "Why are you not answering? How are you going to respond to these stories these people are telling against you?" But Jesus kept silent and did not answer. Again, the high priest was questioning him, saying, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?" This time, Jesus answered and said, "I am, and you shall see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of God and coming with the clouds of heaven." When he said that, the place went crazy. People went nuts. People were ripping their clothes, hitting things. It was a madhouse. They were so angry that they sentenced him to crucifixion. That is all I have now. I will get more information soon. Now back to you in the newsroom.
Did you hear that?
I did, but I'm trying to process it.
Right? They said the people made up stories that were not true, and it was clear they were lying.
I know. And they said that Jesus didn't even try to answer. He didn't yell at them and tell them that they were lying.
Do you know what that was?
I believe it goes back to what Jesus said last week. This is all part of his plan. Jesus knew why he was sent to the earth, and it was for all of us. The story is definitely not over yet, and I look forward to learning more. But we must take our commercial break. It's time for Calvary Kids worship team to show us what they have. Enjoy this commercial break and stand up and join them.
Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized here with you. Come on now. Now this love is for real. You will never let go, never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words. Love beyond my control, out of control. Hands up. This is real love, this is real love. Say this is real love, this is real love. Oh. Come on inside. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart till the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. 1, 2, 3, jump! This is real love, this is real love. This is real love, this is real love. One more time, we say. You pull me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love, this is real love, this is real love.
Jesus was sentenced to die by men who were jealous of him. They accused him of blasphemy, the crime of claiming that you are God. And they convinced the Romans that Jesus was a threat to them. It was all a lie, though, intended to get rid of Jesus for good. Jesus never once stopped them. In fact, he knew what was going to happen next, but he did the unthinkable. I think Kayla Camp has another breaking news update for us. Let's go check it out.
We just had a huge, earth-shattering moment. Literally, this is an event in history that changed the world forever. Sources are telling us that Jesus of Nazareth is dead. Jesus was convicted early this morning of what no one seems to know. It seems like he was actually innocent. They whipped him and they crucified him on the cross. After a short time, he shouted something about being finished, and then he died. Strange things happened immediately after. There are reports of the day turning to darkness. The sun was covered up and things were dark. There are reports coming in of a veil at the temple being torn. There are even reports of earthquakes. Currently, that is all the information we have on the topic. When we hear more, we will get back to you. I'm Kayla Camp, and I'm signing off.
Hey there, friends. Is your ride getting old? Has your donkey lost a step or two in the last year? Tired of the same old bumpy ride on that old camel? Then come on down to Lindsay Lou's used camel lot. At Lindsay Lou's, nobody walks away unless, of course, it's in the new donkey, horse, or camel that you bought right here. We've got the finest and new and gently used beasts of burden. And because we finance them a lot, we can pass the savings to you. Why embarrass yourself riding that old nag when we can ride into town on a brand new steed?
Excuse me, we have to interrupt. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta come on down!
No, we have to interrupt. No, we just have breaking news, and it's urgent. We just found out that Jesus of Nazareth is dead. What? He was convicted early this morning, and now he's dead.
Okay. But what are you doing?
I'm reading the new news.
Right.
Yeah, but you're interrupting my airtime. I paid for this commercial.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, but this is urgent news.
So some guy is dead? Yeah, big deal.
Not just some guy, it's Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus?
Yes.
Yeah.
The miracle guy?
Wait, do you know him?
Sure! I loaned him a gently used donkey last Sunday when we got into town. You're saying he's dead?
That's exactly what we've been trying to tell you, and the people that are listening to us.
Well, but how?
Well, he was convicted by the high priest and then sentenced by Pontius Pilate. He was crucified.
They nailed Jesus to a cross? They killed him?
Yes.
Wow, I cannot believe he let them do that to him.
I don't think he had a choice. They arrested him.
I know that, but they couldn't do anything to him if he didn't let them.
Why not?
Because he's God's son.
Well, wait. You mean you're a believer too?
You bet I am. Well, I guess I was anyway.
Well, if Jesus was the Son of God, why do you think he let them put him to death?
Jesus said he had come to save the world. I just can't believe that plan could be over.
Whatever plan he had, it's over. He's dead.
So, was his friend Lazarus But when Jesus went to the tomb, Lazarus came out alive.
Are you serious?
I've never been more serious about anything. I saw Lazarus laid to rest, and I saw him come back to life. If Jesus can raise a man from the dead, maybe he's got a plan to raise himself.
I don't know what to believe anymore. But we have no more time here. We must send it over to our science segment of the day.
Don't forget your donkey!
Welcome to our science segment today. Today, we have a penny. This represents you. It represents me. It's us. All right, there's the penny. Then we've got some colored water here. Whatever color you want. I did 2 different colors to make it yucky because the water represents sin, and sin is yucky. So we are going to cover ourselves up in sin because in life, things get messy and no one is perfect and we've all sinned. Ooh, it's nice and covered, but I gotta add a little bit of the red to make it yucky. There we go. Okay, we are covered in sin. Then we have our candle here, and our candle represents, who do you think? Jesus. So Jesus is our candle. Gotta light the candle, because Jesus is the light of the world. And Jesus, what did he do? He loved us so much that he died on the cross for us. And why did he do this? Well, this will show us. We're going to cover up the candle. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing what is happening right now? The candle is going out. And the water is being sucked up inside the cup. Jesus died on the cross so that he could take our sin upon himself so that we could be forgiven of our sins, what we did. Isn't that amazing? The water came up and went upon Jesus, our candle, to free ourselves, the little penny. All right, now it's back to the real news at the station.
Well, that was amazing to watch.
I know. First, the flame went out, then all of the liquid went up into the glass. It was so cool.
And it was a great reminder for all of us about what exactly happened today.
What do you mean? It was just a science segment.
No, that's what you're missing the point. It was a reminder that God sent his son to die for us because he loves all of us that much.
That's a really good thing to remember.
Mm-hmm. And as I said the last 2 weeks, this was all part of the plan, but it definitely is not the end. We'll continue to follow the story and let you know that when there are any new developments. But we have to run out we run out of time for today. So stay tuned to this broadcast for the next exciting show, Eat That Peep, that airs live right after this. And see you next time on Calvary Kids Live News Network.